Welcome again. My name is Suhil. Let's start our practice today in a child's pose. Take your time getting there. No rush at all. As you can see, I haven't shaved in a while. Not a person to type that grows facial hair, but what a better time not to shave. Sweet, as you make your way to your mat, go ahead and make those little minor movements. Those little minor movements that make your body a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more at ease in your child's pose. The single most important part of our yoga practice is our breath. So follow the breath. Follow my voice. You don't necessarily have to look at the screen to see what I'm doing. Just follow the inhale and exhale to the poses and do your best. Wherever you're at, take a deep breath in through your nose all the way to a point where you can't inhale anymore. Once you get to that point, open your mouth and softly guide the air out of the body. Good, take a deep inhale, just like that. Good, allow the breath to slowly come out of the body. Take one more of those. Deep inhale through the nose. And as you breathe out, open your mouth and let the air slowly come out of the body. Good. This time, focus your breath in through your nose. Seal your lips softly together. It's like two leaves that have fallen from a tree on top of one another. Very soft. Focus your air out of your nose. Good, focus the breath in through the nose. So we're trying to build a rhythm. Out of the nose, breathe out. Good, focus on it in. Focus on your breath out. Inhale. This time, as you breathe out, softly constrict the back of the throat muscles. So it gives you that ujjayi sound in the back of the throat. And see if you can keep that locked as you breathe in. It's a very gentle, it's just like your lips touching each other. And maintain that lock as you breathe all the way out. Good. With your next inhale, slowly make your way to downward facing dog. Slowly coming onto your hands and knees, then finding your hands, curling toes in the back and lifting your hips straight back to downward facing dog. Good, go ahead and pedal out the feet, swing the hips side to side, shake the head loose. Anything else that makes you feel good here? Good, and work your way to stillness in your down dog. So at first, find your hands, take your look at them and spread the fingers evenly. Once you get the fingers evenly, take your middle finger on the outside of your shoulders. This gives you a good blueprint on where to put your hands down if you're kind of new to the yoga practice. And as you evolve through your practice, your muscles will evolve, your breath will evolve. You might have to play around with and adjust this. And the same thing with your feet. Take a look at your feet and place the feet at hip distance width, second toe pointing straight forward. And as you gain more strength, gain more flexibility, gain more confidence, you'll be able to, adjust this a little bit more to that point in your practice. So try your down dog for right now. Evenly spreading the fingers, press into the index knuckles of the hands. One of the reasons why our index knuckles lift up the inside of our hands is there's a short bone on the outer wrist crease. This bone tends to come down. So see if you can press into the hand evenly. Beautiful. Micro bend the knees and stick your butt straight up high to the sky, rotating your inner thighs to the back of the room. Good. Keep your knees bent. Stick your hips up higher to the sky. Press the hands down away from you and slowly extend the heels towards the back of your mat. But maintain a micro bend in the knees and the elbows. Good. And invite the sensations. Just let them come in. Let them slowly go out. And all you're doing is just focusing on the breath. Beautiful. Next time you breathe out, slowly walk your feet towards the front of your mat. Nice and slowly. Good. Once you get there, press down into your feet, halfway lift, place your hands in the middle of the thighs, broaden your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades into one another. As you exhale, grab opposite biceps, drop the torso down towards the thighs. Bend the knees so much that you're kind of in a chair pose and just ragdoll here. Shake the head loose and then place your hands around the biceps. This gives you a good lock and you can just place your hands there. Beautiful. Pedal out the feet, bend one knee, straighten your other one. And allow the breath to come in. And, this ragdoll, this forward fold is a pretty difficult pose to start out with. Gets our hamstrings speaking to us right away. Good. And allow the breath to slowly come in and slowly go out. Breathe here, just a couple more. Inhale together wherever you are. Let the air all the way come out. Inhale your hands towards the floor, bending the knees, coming onto the tips of the fingers. And as you exhale, heel toe your feet together. Second toe pointing straight forward, feet are together, nice and firm. Ground down into the feet, lift up halfway, hands in the middle of the thighs, draw the chest open. Take your eyes slightly towards the front of your mat. As you exhale, forward fold from your strong legs. Slow motion, rise up to Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way high to the sky. And breathe here. Good. Inhale, ground down into the four corners of your feet. Exhale, reach up taller. Good. Notice what's going on with your front ribs as you lift your diaphragm into your chest. Good. See if you can take your flaring ribs in and up. So you're creating even more space between your rib cages. Good. Your feet is how you grow taller. So instead of using your lat muscles, use your strong feet to ground down evenly to the four corners of the feet. Inner thighs rotating towards the back. And stick your butt all the way high to the sky. And breathe nice and tall here. Long, straight line. Spreading the toes evenly. Good. Take one more deep inhale all the way to the top. As you exhale, slow motion, place your hands at the heart center. Parallel your forearms to your mouth. Close your eyes as you breathe in. Exhale, notice what you have created so far. Open your eyes, inhale. Exhale, slow motion, your hands beside you. Ground down into the feet, sweep up to Tadasana. Maybe gaze between your hands. Follow it to a forward fold. Start with the knees bent. Stick your butt to the back of the room, hands to the heart center. Forward fold. Good, halfway lift. You can also place the hands on the shins, on the lower thighs too. Good, place your hands on the ground. High plank. So high plank, very similar to Tadasana. Inner thighs rotating, butt is sticking up high to the sky, shoulders are underneath the wrist crease, and you're creating length here. Good. You can always drop onto the knees, which is a great substitution, but maintain your inner thighs rotated and your belly strong here. Good. Take one more deep inhale. Slow motion all the way down onto your belly. Good. Take your toes to the back of your mat. Wrist creases underneath your elbows. Rise up, baby cobra. Press the tops of the feet down, lifting the chest. Head of the shoulders up. Slow motion release. Two more of those. Go up. Slow motion release. One more time. Slowly coming up. Slow motion release. Curl the toes in the back. Inhale, high plank. Press back, down dog. Go ahead and pedal out the feet, swing the hips side to side. Any other movements that make you feel good? Breathe all the way out. Good, two more. Inhale. All the way, exhale. Take one more deep inhale. All the way out, let it go out. Look forward, bend the knees towards the chest. Walk, step your feet towards the front of your mat. Good, from forward fold, halfway lift, 90-degree at the hips, parallel the chest to the floor. Forward fold, inner thighs towards the back of your mat. Sweep up, Tadasana from your feet. Inhale all the way to the top. Exhale the hands to the heart center, forward fold, nice and slow motion. Good, follow the breath. Halfway lift. Check in with the head of the shoulders, lift them up into a high plank. Lower all the way down to the floor. From here, we're gonna go up to high cobra, pressing your hands down, lifting the chest open, head of the shoulders back. Slow motion, release. Good. Two more of those, very important to press the tops of the feet down, inner thighs to the sky, sticking your butt up, and slow motion, release. Good, one more time, inhale. Shrug your shoulders into your ears and take it back. Good, slow motion, release. Good, curl the toes, high plank, inhale. Take it back, down dog. Good, breath in. Breath all the way out. All the way in. All the way out. One more time. Inhale. All the way exhale. Look forward, walk, step towards the front of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale to a forward fold. Tadasana, rise all the way up into a forward fold. Let the hands slowly come through the heart center. Good, follow the breath, halfway lift. This time into high plank, low plank. Good. Straighten your arms to up dog. Press the tops of the toes down, thighs off the floor. Take the hips back. Downward facing dog will meet you there. Good, take a full breath in. Open your mouth, let it all the way go. Inhale to the top. Open your mouth, let it all the way go. Good, take one more deep breath in. All the way out, all the way out. Look forward, bend the knees. Meet in front of your mat. Let's do that one more time. Halfway lift, sun salutation A. Follow it to a forward fold. Sweep up to Tadasana, go all the way up. Follow it to a forward fold, hands to the heart center, nice and slow motion, lowering the chest towards the thighs. Halfway lift, check in with the head of the shoulders, roll them up and back into a high plank, low plank. You at home can do something else if you like. Here is the up dog. And let's meet you back in downward facing dog. Good, full breath in. Open your mouth, let it all the way go. Inhale to the top. Open your mouth and let it all the way out. Take in one more air in. This time, focus your breath out of your nose, look forward, bend the knees, and meet in front of your mouth. Good, follow the breath, halfway lift, keep it patient. Follow it to a forward fold. Sink down into chair pose. Good, and breathe all the way out here. So one of the most common things that happens in chair pose is our knees go too far forward from our toes and the heels tend to come up. So to adjust this is just to focus on your middle of your body, your hips, and just simply stick your butt up high to the sky. This will automatically take your knees behind your toes and stick your butt up higher to the sky. Inner thighs rotating towards the ground and lifting your hands straight towards the front corner of the space you're in. Good. Lift up through the chest, stick up butt higher, sink a little bit lower. You've done chair pose many times before, right? So try doing chair pose right now. Do it for today, right here, right now, today's practice. Letting go of what you have done, what you have learned. but at the same time, letting go of the future, like, okay, I'm doing this to do this later on, and try to bring that into the middle, to the now. In together, wherever you are, breathe all the way out. Let's take 2 more. Inhale. Yes, all the way out. Invite the sensations. This is exactly what you want. One more time, all the way to the top. Slow motion to a forward fold. Good, follow the breath. Halfway lift. Here's the high plank, low plank, nice and slow motion. Here is the up dog, full breath in. Take it back, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward. Warrior 1. Inhale. Split the palms to warrior 2. Eyes at your middle right finger. Sink your right knee right on top of the right ankle. Evenly distribute the pressure that you're pressing away from your left leg on the outside and inside of the leg, so you can press the feet away from you like you're tearing your mat apart and you're expanding here. Good. Play tug and pull with your hands and find a point where the shoulders are right underneath your base. Sometimes we lean a little bit forward. Sometimes we don't sink into our hips. Good. So sink into the hips. Drive the blade edge of the left foot away from you. Palms facing the ground. And breathe with it here. Inhale one more time. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the floor. High plank, low plank. Roll up dog. Take the hips back, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, right leg back, warrior 1. Split the palms to warrior 2. This time, the blade edge of the right foot is pressing away from you, and you're sinking into the left knee. Good. Chest open to the right side of the space you're in, and your eyes at your middle left finger. And squeeze your shoulder blades into one another, lifting up your heart up a little higher. And be easy with it. Be gentle with it. Together, breathe in. Sink into your left knee. Drive the right leg away from you. Inhale all the way to the top. Windmill the hands down to the floor. High plank, low plank. Here is your up dog. And let's meet you in downward facing dog. Good. Together, breathe and open your mouth and sigh it out and just notice what you have done. It feels good. Inhale 2 more of those. By now, the heart rate is high. This is what we want. All the way out. Good. One more time, all the way in. Look forward, bend the knees. Meet in front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Let's do that 1 breath per pose. Forward fold. Chair, inhale, spread the fingers evenly, reaching up tall to the sky. Follow it to a forward fold, hands through the heart center. Here is the halfway lift. Check in with the shoulders. They tend to curve in. We want them to be broad. High plank, low plank. Nice and slow motion, like you're absorbing something. Up dog, full breath in. In slow motion into downward dog. Keep the exhale going. Step that right foot forward. Once you land, inhale all the way up. Warrior 1, palms facing one another. As you exhale, open up the arms to warrior 2, gazing at your right middle finger. Breathe in your warrior 2. Windmill the hands down to the floor. Get out of there. Low plank. Here is your inhale to up dog. Good, slow motion to downward facing dog, left foot forward. As soon as you land, inhale, go all the way up. Split the palms to warrior two. Breathe in your warrior two here. Windmill the hands down to the ground. High plank, low plank. Full breath in, up dog. In slow motion into downward facing dog as you breathe out. Breathe, inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and softly let the air go. Good, focus on the air in. Open your mouth and let it all the way go. Good, take one more. Look forward, bend the knees, meet in front of your mat. Halfway lift, let's do that again. Follow it to a forward fold. Chair pose, extend through the hands, nice and high to the sky. Invite a gentle smile, it's okay. Forward fold, nice and slow motion, micro bending the knees here. Good, halfway lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades into each other so the chest opens up. Yes, into high plank. Keep that chest open, low plank. Rise up to up dog, all the way to the top. Lay your head back, open up the throat. Take it back, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Go all the way to the top. Split the palms to warrior two, nice and slow motion. Good, breathe from your feet to the rest of the body. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the floor, high plank, low plank. Good, follow the breath, up. Here is your down dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Take it nice and easily. Open up to warrior two. Here is your breath in and warrior two. Windmill the hands down to the ground. Evenly spread the fingers as you lower the hands, low plank. Here is your up dog. Spread the collarbones wide. Let your head back, open up the throat, and downward dog will meet you there. Notice what you have done as you breathe in. Open your mouth, let the air go. Two more of those, focus. One more time, all the way as you exhale, slowly bend the knees, spot the landing, and meet in front of your mat. Halfway lift, let's do that one more time. Follow it to a forward fold. Chair pose as you inhale. Slow motion to a forward fold. Good, halfway lift, breathe to the top. High plank, low plank, very important to spread the fingers as soon as you land, so you don't have to do it later. Up dog, take it back, downward dog, step the right foot forward. Warrior one, go all the way to the top. Exhale to warrior two, palms facing the ground. Breathe in your warrior two, gazing at your middle right finger. Windmill the hands down to the floor, going from high plank to low plank, nice and slowly with control. Here is your up dog. Take the hips back, downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior one. You already did this before, so do it again. Good, but this time do it with persistence, with this movement. Exhale to warrior two. Good, breathe here, enjoying this moment. And as you exhale, windmill the hands down to the floor. Get out of there. High plank, low plank. Good, breathe here. Up dog. Take the hips back. Downward facing dog will meet you there. Full breath in. Open your mouth. Sigh it all the way out. Take a deep inhale. Open your mouth and let it all the way go. Take one more deep inhale. Let this air all the way go. Bend your knees, spot your landing. Meet in front of your mat. Lift up halfway. Follow it to a forward fold. Sink down into chair pose. Good, and breathe with it. Good, so your feet are together, you're sinking in the hips. A little bit of opening of the chest. Check in with the ribs, see if you can bring them in and lift them long. With the next inhale in, take your hands up to heart center. And as you breathe out, hook your left elbow outside of your right knee. Take your twist to the right. So one of the most common things that happens is we take our left leg forward. The left hip kind of goes out of haywire. So start with your foundation, the four corners of the feet. Ground down through them evenly. And take your left knee back by the right. And once you get there, level up the hips. Good. Taking your left hip back and up. Now the hips are level. Now from here, from the bottom of the core, go ahead and twist it out even more. Stack your elbows on top of one another. Left shoulder to the right, right shoulder to the left. Lay your head back, open up the throat. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale to a forward fold. Sink back into chair pose. Breathe in. Good. Breathe all the way out. Open yourself to a higher you by focusing on being simple. And being simple is very hard, but at the same time, once you practice, it becomes easier and easier. Good. Draw the hands at the heart center as you breathe in. This time, hook the right elbow outside of the left knee. Take your twist. So when we twist, the right knee tends to come forward, the right hip dumps down, and this leveled hips kind of tilt at an angle. So start with your foundation, grounding down the feet evenly, the four corners, inner ankles towards the back, outer ankles towards the front, taking your right knee back by the left. Good. Once the knees are, leveled, going straight forward, the hips, check out with the hips. Lift that right hip up and back so the hips are level. Then from the bottom of the core, twist yourself even more. Good. Take one more deep breath in. Follow it to a forward fold. Heel to your feet out to your hip distance. Good. Sink your hips low. Grab your toes with your peace fingers into forward fold with your peace fingers on your toes. And let the head just drop down. Shake it loose. Letting yourself just be part of what's happening. Notice your heart rate. Notice your thoughts. All of this is part of your practice. Trying to stop these things. Trying to ignore these things, is absolutely impossible. But what is very possible is to invite them, give them a hug, give them a kiss, give them love, because that's what they're seeking. And once they have enough of those things, they just slowly, they just go out as they had enough. And obviously they're going to come back. And that's the whole beauty of the practice. Good. Stay where you are. Or move in to crow pose, child's pose, prayer squat, whatever's feeling good for you today. There's so many other options that you can take. You can go to a wall and do some tap-ups if you like. You can, one of my favorite things to do here is just to take child's pose, just bring back, the sensation of what it feels like to take a simple rest. Good, and we're just gonna be here for 5, wherever you are. Just continue the breath with us, whatever that looks like for you today. Here is the 4. Remember, if you're taking crow pose and you fall, that's supposed to happen. You're supposed to fall. There's no such thing as holding a crow pose for 300 years. Maybe only one person can do that, and that person is named Shiva because he's super strong and he's been meditating for a long time. So falling as part of the practices, and slowly get out of there. Let's meet you in downward facing dog. Good work, you two up there. And just place your feet together in the back of your mat and just notice what you have done. Come back to the breath. Wherever you are, inhale all the way out. Good, full breath in. Go ahead and let this air all the way go. Good, kick your right heel straight back behind you at hip distance height. Draw your knee into your nose. So all the way crunching. Kick it straight back at hip distance height through the inside of the leg. Draw your knee into the nose, round it back nice and high to the sky. Kick it back, breathe all the way and kick through the inside of the leg so the second toe is pointing straight forward. Good, knee into the nose. Kick your right leg back, second toe forward and down into the ground. Knee into the nose, nice little crunch. Kick it back one more time. Bend the knee towards the hips, then from there, peel your hips open. So whenever we peel our hips open like that, the center of the left knee tends to go towards the right wrist crease. And we dump a lot of our weight into our left shoulder. So square up your shoulders evenly towards the front. Good, take the center of the left knee straight forward. Then from there, lift the right knee up higher and peel the hips open. Good, stay where you are, or with the next exhale, move into flip dog. If wild things in your practice, you go ahead and go for it. Wherever you are, you can also take wheel. You can also take child's pose if you like here. And just breathe with it. Deep breath in together. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. If you chose to flip dog or wild thing, inhale your top hand up to the sky. Come up to a high plank. Take the center, take your right hand in the center of your mat and roll the chest open to the left side of the room. So the left hand is up and you're in the side plank on your left side. Good. Begin to lift your left leg nice and slowly off the top of your left leg, nice and slowly. Good, and take that left leg towards the front of your mat, land it, and with the inhale, rise up to a crescent lunge. And breathe here. So in crescent lunge, sit up nice and tall on your back right toes, sinking into the right knee. Hands are straight up. Your belly is in and into your chest. Lifting your diaphragm into your ribs and taking your front ribs in and up and creating this length in the body. Invite it as you breathe in and breathe all the way out. Good, let's take 2 more. Inhale. All the way out. Inhale the hands at the heart center. Hook the right elbow outside of the left knee. Take your twist. Good, breathe here. Deep breath in, deep breath all the way out. Good. Check in with the left hip here. Good, and check in with the right hip. It tends to go uneven. So stick your butt up high to the sky. From the bottom of the core, twist it out, and lift your torso off your thigh here. So you're creating a deeper twist. Strong back right leg. Maybe split the palms if that's in your practice. One hand on the ground, on a block, whatever feels good for you. Your head is part of the practice. Notice if it's just slacking down or is it extending and it's alive. Fingers are spread evenly. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, keep twisting, look to the floor. From your feet, warrior 2. Right hand back, left hand is forward. Good, sink into the hips. Left knee on top of the ankle, evenly pressing into the right leg. Playing tug and pull with your hands, taking your shoulders right underneath your base. With an inhale, left palm to the sky. Reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, extended side ankle, left elbow on top of the left knee. Reach your right hand up and all the way towards the front corner of the room. And breathe here. So see if you can create length through the sides of the ribs. Good. And long inhale and exhale. Good. Keep driving your right leg away from you. Good. Sink in to that left knee. Rotate the right side of your chest all the way open to the sky and breathe here. Notice if you're creating this little crescent shape with the torso. It tends to bend right at the middle of the torso. So see if you can lengthen the torso so you're going in the sharp line. And you're just breathing and inviting the sensations. Together, wherever you are, inhale, all the way out. Inhale, all the way out. Take one more, all the way to the top. Windmill the hands down to the floor. High plank, low plank. Good, follow the breath. Up dog. Take the hips back. Downward facing dog will meet you there. Notice what you have done so far. Breathe. All the way out. Good, take your feet together in the back of your mat. Breathe in. Open your mouth, side all the way out. Good, left leg back behind you at hip distance height. Draw your knee into the nose, stack your shoulders on top of the wrist. Give yourself a good squeeze. Good, kick it back, 3 more of those. Knee into the chest, give it a good crunch. Good, kick it back. Bring it in, squeeze the air out of the body. Kick it back, inhale. Knee into the nose, give it a nice little crunch. Kick it back one more time. Bend the left knee towards the hips. Then from there, peel your hips open. And breathe with it. So just take a second and notice what's going on with the hands. Is your hands evenly pressing down? Is the center of the right knee going straight forward? Are you rotating your inner right thigh towards the back of your mat? It's always good to ask yourself questions and just invite the breath, invite the pose, whatever it looks like for you today, and that's the way it's going to look today. Be satisfied, and it's all good. Good, and stay there. Go ahead into flip dog next time you exhale, or into wild thing. You can also go into wheel if you like. You know, if it's a little too much for you, come into child's pose, but maintain the breath, maintain the connection with us. So wherever you are, inhale all the way out. 3 more, inhale all the way out. Focus on your air in. Focus on your air out. If you chose wheel, flip dog, wild thing, top hand up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, your left hand in the middle of your mat, come up to a high plank. Roll the chest open to the right side of the mat. So the right hand is up, left hand is down. So evenly spread the left fingers, evenly spread the right fingers. Good, lift the hips up. All the way up, so you're tilting the hips up. Begin to lift your right leg off the ground. Point the right big toe up to the sky. Lay your head back, open up the throat. And nice and slow motion, step the right foot forward. Land soft as a feather. And rise up to a crescent lunge. And if you landed like a brick, guess what? It does not matter. What matters is you're having fun here. I promise you, the more and more and more you practice, you'll be even softer than a feather landing that top leg in the front of your mat in that sequence. And enjoy it. Check in with your back leg. Your anchor is your left leg here. Inner left thigh rotating towards the back. Center of the left heel is going straight up, and you're sitting up nice and tall on the toes. Good, square up your hips towards the front, chest open, fingers are spread, and you're just enjoying this moment. Together, breathe in, breathe all the way out. Inhale the hands at the heart center, sit up tall, lengthen the body. Go ahead and take your twist to the right side, hooking the left elbow outside of the knee. Good, and breathe here, close your eyes. In together, all the way out. Good, focus on your breath in. Focus on your breath all the way out. Whenever you're concentrating on the most important thing in our yoga practice, all of these other things, just slowly open up with it. 2 more, in, all the way out. Ground down into the feet, lift up the torso off your thigh. Breathe all the way out, keep the core strong, ground down into the feet, look down. Inhale, warrior 2, right hand forward, left hand back. Sink into that front knee. Good, focus on your air in. Good, air all the way out. Ask yourself a simple question. Where in my practice, right here, right now, can I modify just a little bit to make this so much less effortless? Good. Breathe, inhale together, all the way out. Inhale your right palm to the sky. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle, right elbow on top of the right knee, light as a feather. Left hand is going straight towards the upper front corner of the space you're in. So you're creating this long extension from the blade edge of the left foot all the way to the tips of the left fingers here. And you're breathing here. Notice the amount of weight that you have on top of the right knee from your elbow. And notice you're having fun. If you're not having fun, as one of my teachers likes to say, you're missing a big part of the practice, especially in moments like this where your body's just like tired, your legs are screaming. Good. Close your eyes together. Breathe in. Breathe all the way out. Let's do 2 more. Inhale together. All the way out. One more time, drive the feet away from you evenly. Lay your head back, open up the throat. Hands down to the ground, get out of there. High plank, low plank. Good, roll up to up dog. Take the hips back, downward facing dog will meet you there. Together, breathe all the way in. Open your mouth, sigh it all the way out. Inhale together. Open your mouth and let it all the way go. Take one more. All the way out, out. Bend the knees, spot the landing, meet in front of your mat. Lift up halfway, shoulder blades into one another. Lift the chest open towards the front of the mat. Exhale to a forward fold. Sweep up to Tadasana, go all the way up. Exhale the hands through the heart center and place your hands on your hips. Good. From here, inhale your right leg straight forward, kick through the inside of the right leg. And as you exhale, fly into airplane with your hands on your hips. Just a little extra challenge. Good, and breathe with it. One of the cool parts about airplane is you can be right here if you like. This is a great pose. You don't necessarily have to go all the way to that full expression. Maybe you're here right now and you're just concentrating on holding this. Good, all you're doing is doing your best. And breathe with it. Coming to the air in and air out. Good, for 3. Here is the 2. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale into standing splits, hands on the ground. Right heel straight up high to the sky. You can walk your hands towards your left ankle if you like. Another sweet thing to do here is maybe tap it up if that's in your practice. And all you want to do is just bend the left knee just a little bit and tap and lift your hips on top of the shoulders. Very small tap ups if you like for 3. Good, here is the 2. And take one more deep breath in. Slow motion into a forward fold. Good, follow the breath, halfway lift. Into a forward fold. Tadasana, rise all the way up. Exhale the hands at the heart center and drop your hands down beside your hips. Good, and grab your hip creases and kick the left leg all the way forward. In nice and slow motion, fly into an airplane. Good. Check in with the head of the shoulders. So right in front of the shoulders, we tend to come in. You know, sometimes we sit like this, it just happens. So see if you can take the head of the shoulders up towards your ears and all the way rolling them out. So you're spreading the collarbones wide here. Good, and squeeze the shoulder blades into one another. And one of the reasons why we have our hands on our hips is to check the level of the hips. So the left hip, you'll notice that it's always going to be up until you get to a point where you feel comfortable leveling up the hips. So see if you can just focus on your hips, rotating your inner left thigh to the sky, inner right thigh towards the back. Take one more deep breath in, lift the chest up, lift the head up a little bit. Exhale into standing splits, hands on the ground. Good, kick the left heel straight up high to the sky and breathe with it. Good, if tapping it up is part of the practice, you go for it. Gonna be here for 5. Here is the 4. Good, take one more deep breath in. Exhale into a forward fold. Nice, halfway lift, breathe. Forward fold. Tadasana, rise all the way up. Exhale the hands through the heart center. Drop your hands down beside you. Place your hands on your hips. Part your feet at hip distance width. And take your feet right in the middle of your mat. Walk back in the middle of your mat. And from here, take your right leg all the way towards the front. Taking a nice little giant step. And part your feet at hip distance width. Good. Turn that second left toe of your left leg towards a 45-degree angle. And begin to stick your butt to the back of the room. Lead with your heart into triangle. Pyramid pose. Good. And relax the hands towards the floor. Keep pressing the feet away from you, inner thighs towards the back, and extend through the heart. So you're lifting what you're doing is you're extending through the heart and coming down. Less of the head coming down. Good, and breathe with it. Yeah, you probably feel it right in the hamstrings, right? So just invite a micro bend in the knee. Very common thing to lock up our knees. Just invite a micro bend in the knees and let the breath do the work. Draw the belly in to create more space for a deeper forward fold. For 3. Here is the 2. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bend both knees. And step your left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Tadasana, rise. Exhale the hands through the heart center. Place your hands on your hips. Good. Part your feet at hip distance width. And step your right leg back, creating a pyramid shape with the legs. And you're leaning forward with the chest and relax the hands towards the ground. If you have a block that's super cool, you can place it on the ground. You can place the tips of the fingers on the floor and breathe with it. Ground down through the blade edge of the right foot, and you want to even out that pressure from the blade edge on the inside too. So you're pressing on the big toe mound and inside of the heel. And you're just breathing here, enjoying this beautiful pose. Shake the head loose. Shake the thoughts loose. Let them just drop down to the floor. You're going to vacuum later on anyway. And breathe with it. For 3. Here is the 2. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, bend both knees. Step your right foot forward. From here, halfway lift. And as you exhale, sink your hips all the way down onto the ground and come all the way onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. As you hug your knees into your chest, rock yourself side to side. And just notice what you have done. From here, place your feet down onto the floor at hip distance height. Second toe pointing straight forward. Place your hands down beside you and press your elbows down. Roll onto the tips of the shoulder blades. Press the back of the head into the ground so the Spine is slightly lifted up. Then ground down into the feet and lift the hips up off the ground. Interlace your hands behind your back for bridge pose. And breathe here. Maintain that deep inhale through the nose. Focus your breath out of the nose. Inhale together wherever you are. All the way out. All the way in. All the way out. One more time. Inhale, ground down into the feet. Lift the hips up high. Nice and slow motion. Release. Relax the hands beside you. Together, breathe in. Exhale all the way out. Rise up, number 2. Breathe together. All the way out. Even if you're choosing to rest or do something else, maintain the breath with us. In together. Out together. All the way to the top. All the way to the bottom. Inhale. All the way out. Exhale. In together. Out together. Let's do 3 more. And you can do this. You got it. All the way out. Inhale to the top. Halfway there. Breathe all the way out. One more time. Ground down into the feet. Lift the hips up. Slow motion. Release. Relax the hands beside you. Good. Take a full breath in. All the way exhale. Here's your last one. Rise up. And breathe out. Good. Continue. In. Out. Keep it simple. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. All the way out. All the way out. One more time. Inhale. Slow motion. Release. Hug your knees into the chest. Rock yourself side to side. If happy babies in your practice, you go ahead and go for it. Good. Anything else that's in your practice, go ahead and take those movements. Be mindful of your breath. Be mindful of your thoughts. Good. And from here, place your feet down onto the ground and touch the soles of the feet together. Drop the knees to the sides of the room. Take your left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Close your eyes. Together, breathe in. Together, breathe all the way out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe all the way out. Continue. Couple more. With the next inhale, place your hands on the outside of the thighs. Exhale, close your thighs together nice and slowly. Hug them into your chest. And just very gentle rock side to side. Very gentle rock side to side. Good. Happy babies in your practice, go for it. Another sweet option is to take your hands on top of the knees and float the knees on top of the hips and make very gentle circles on your low back. Going one way, then the other way, and work two like big circles, one way then the other. Just gives the back so much love there. Good. From here, place your feet down onto the ground. And I will speak to shoulder stand. If you like to detour, you're more than welcome to it. From here, press your feet straight up high to the sky. Lift the hips on top of the shoulders. Place your hands on your low back and press the palms all the way down towards the shoulders. And use that strength of the triceps, pressing down, lifting the hips up higher. Good, and kick the insides of the feet straight up. So they're not tilted kind of towards the sides. It's going straight up. Good, so you're stacking joint over joint over joint. Good, hinge at the hips with the next exhale. See if you can drop your toes behind you. If your toes don't touch the back of the floor you're in, it doesn't matter, it's all good. Keep the inner thighs rotating up. Sticking your butt up high to the sky, keeping that length in the spine so your chest is still open, the spine is still healthy. Good, keep that structure in the spine, part your feet and bend the knees towards your collarbones for Death Man's pose. Good, you can release your hands and grab the outer edges of your feet if you like, if that's in the practice, but maintain that long spine here, sticking your butt up and towards the front of your mat. And you're breathing here, keeping the belly long. Good, begin to extend the feet back to plow. Place your hands down beside you, palms facing the ground, or you can grip your mat. Take your feet straight back up to shoulder stand. Use your core and your hands like brakes. Slowly come down. And as you're coming down, hug your right knee into your belly. Let the left leg go all the way down. Once the left leg hits the ground, take your right knee across your torso to the left. Take the left hand on the outer top of the right knee. Extend your right hand towards the right for a gentle twist. Close your eyes here. Begin to let go of your controlled inhale and exhale. Slowly come back to center. Take your feet straight back up high to the sky. And once you get there, go to the other side. Left knee into the chest, crossing it over, right leg forward. Good. Slowly come back to center. Feet straight up high to the sky and place your feet down onto the ground. Realign your hips, realign your spine, realign your shoulders. Hug your knees into the chest. Wrap your hands around the shins, forehead between the knees, and give yourself a final squeeze. Even more. Squeeze more, squeeze more, even more. Keep the exhale. Keep squeezing. Shavasana. Let yourself go here. Extend the feet forward. Let the hands rest beside you. Shavasana, and we'll come out of here in X amount of minutes. Allowing yourself to melt down. Just giving yourself the ability to feel this pose. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it all the way out. Begin to wake yourself up. Work your way to hugging your knees into your chest. And drop both knees to the right side of the room. Use your right bicep as a little pillow. Slowly come to a seat, nice and comfortable, sitting up tall, sit new. Place your hands at the heart center. And just close your eyes and just take a second and resonate in the sensations that you chose to create in this practice. Thank yourself for making it to your mat. Thank your fellow yogis for breathing with you. And thank this beautiful practice. Bow your head towards your heart. Namaste. Namaste, 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 namaste all around. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out, rock on, and remain safe.